You are studying chapter number 5, Morphology of Flowering Plant. Last time you have studied modification of root, stem and leaf. Now you will study about the other structure of the plant. Today we begin with inflorescence. What is inflorescence? It is the bunch of flower called inflorescence. The flower is considered a modified shoot. Flower is considered a modified shoot. Shoot means stem. Here, the apical cell of the stem become meristematic and form floral meristem. It means at the apex of the shoot, the cells start dividing fast and converted into the flower. Internode, which are elongated part between two nodes, they become condensed. So internode become condensed, and from each node floral appendages develop. So why we call flower a modified shoot? Because it has apical meristem which changes into floral meristem. Then the internode become condensed, and from each node develop floral appendages. That's why the flower is called a modified shoot. Inflorescence is of two types, racemose and cymose. Racemose inflorescence has the main axis which has meristem dividing cell at the tip. So here plant grows in height. Why plant grows in height? Due to apical meristem. Here the leaves towards the lower side, flower towards the lower side are old, and towards the upper side are young flower. Old flower towards the lower side and young flowers towards the upper side. Such an arrangement of flower is called acropetal succession. So acropetal succession means old flowers towards the base and young towards the apex. In cymose inflorescence, the main axis stops growing due to formation of a flower. Main axis stops growing due to formation of a flower. The growth is continued by axillary bud. This axillary bud form the main axis. Again it stopped growing. Again a new branch developed. The tip stopped growing. So height of cymose inflorescence plant are very less, and the cymose inflorescence has flowers in basipetal succession, means the young flower towards the base and old one towards the apex. So in racemose, acropetal succession is observed, and in cymose, basipetal succession is observed. Example of racemose inflorescence is cassia flower, and Cymos is Carissa. Now next topic is flower. What is a flower? It is the reproductive unit of angiospermic plant. A typical flower has four holes. Which four holes? Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. A flower has a stalk. This stalk is called pedicel. The stalk of the flower is called pedicel. This pedicel forms a solan axis at its tip. It is called thalamus. Pedicel forms solan axis at its tip. It is called thalamus. Now, the flower is called bisexual if it has both gynoecium and androecium. This is a bisexual flower because it has both gynoecium and androecium. So it is a bisexual flower. Unisexual means either having stamen or carpel. Either only stamen or carpel having flower are called unisexual. Symmetry of flower is of two types, actinomorphic and zygomorphic. What is actinomorphic? When any plane passing through the center divide the flower into two similar halves, it is called actinomorphic flower. In animal, you have studied radial symmetry. What is radial symmetry? Any plane that passes through the center divide the organism into two equal halves is called radial symmetry. In flower, it is called actinomorphic. Zygomorphic. Example of actinomorphic flower are mustard, datura, etc. Zygomorphic, when it can be divided into two similar halves through only single plane that passes through the center. Only one plane that passes through the center divide the flower into two similar halves. It is called zygomorphic. Third is asymmetry. What is asymmetric? It cannot be divided into two similar halves by any vertical plane passing through the center. When a flower cannot be divided into two similar halves by a vertical plane passing through the center is called asymmetric flower. Example is canna. So symmetry is of three types: zygomorphic, actinomorphic and asymmetric. A flower is called trimerous if the floral parts, sepal, petal, etc. are three in number. 3 sepal, 3 petal or multiple of 3 is called trimerous. Tetramerous, 4 sepal, 4 petal, 4 androecium is called tetramerous. And pentamerous means 5. So a flower may have 3 sepal, 3 petal, 3 stamen or 4 or 5. Accordingly, it is called trimerous, tetramerous and pentamerous. Now what is a bract? A flower has a small leaf-like structure at its base. A flower has small leaf-like structure at its base that is called a bract. You have studied in leaf. In leaf it is called stipule, and in flower, if a leaf-like structure is present, it is called a bract. So if a flower has bract, it is called bracteate. If it has no bract, it is called ebracteate. Now, based on position of calyx, corolla, androecium in respect to ovary and thalamus, the flower is divided into three parts: hypogynous, perigynous, and epigynous. What is hypogynous? Hypo means below. Here ovary is superior and other part, stamen, petal and sepal, arise below the ovary. So hypo means lower. Sepal, petal and androecium are arranged lower to the ovary. So it is called hypogynous, or the ovary in this flower is superior. Example is mustard and China rose and brinjal. If gynoecium is situated in the center and other floral part arise from rim of the thalamus, you can see here gynoecium in the center. Other floral part arise from the rim of the thalamus. So ovary is called perigynous or half inferior. Example, plum and rose. In epigynous flower, the margin of thalamus grows upward. You can see the margin of thalamus grows upward, enclosing the ovary. So here ovary becomes inferior and floral part arise from the upper side of the thalamus. So such an ovary is called inferior. So according to position of floral part, the flower are of three types: hypogynous, superior ovary; perigynous, half inferior ovary; epigynous, superior ovary. Now parts of a flower. First part of a flower is calyx. This calyx made up of unit called sepal. So sepal is one unit. Group of sepal form the calyx. If sepal are united, it is called gamosepalous, and if sepals are free, it is called polysepalous. Petal. One unit is called petal. Collectively, it is called corolla. Again corolla, if united, called gamopetalous, and if they are free, called polypetalous. Now, the arrangement of sepal or petal in flower with respect to other member of the same whole is called estivation. What is estivation? Arrangement of sepal and petal with respect to the other member of the whole is called the estivation. Estivation is of four types. First is velvet. When sepal or petal are arranged alternately, no overlapping, each sepal or petal is separate. It is called velvet. The margin of appendages, if overlap to each other, it is called twisted. Here you can see the margin of sepal or petal overlap to each other. So such an arrangement is called twisted. What is imbricate? The margin of sepal or petal. Here you can see the one sepal or petal is completely inside. Other sepal or petal is completely outside. Other sepal or petal overlap to each other. So out of 5, one is completely inside, other is completely outside, and other sepal or petal are overlapping to each other. Such an arrangement is called imbricate arrangement. What is vexillary? Vexillary is also called papilionaceous because in the flower of family Papilionaceae, to which pea plant beans belong, has vexillary estivation. Here one petal is very much large. It is called standard. Other 2 petals are smaller than this. They are overlapped by standard. It is called wing. And finally, 2 very small petals which are united at their base are called keel. So, vexillary estivation has a large petal called standard. It overlaps 2 petals called wing, and finally a small petal which is united at its base is called keel. So estivation is of 4 types: velvet, twisted, imbricate, and vexillary. What is androecium? Androecium is the male sex organ of a flower. One unit of androecium is called stamen. One unit of androecium is called stamen. Stamen has 2 parts: anther or sac, where pollen grains are produced, and a long stalk called the filament. So stamen has 2 parts: anther and filament. According to the arrangement of stamen, it is of 3 types. Monoadelphous. If stamen has only one group, as seen in China rose, it is called monoadelphous. If stamen has 2 groups, as in pea plant has 10 stamen, one group of 9 stamen, and other group of single stamen. It is called diadelphous. So di means 2. Having 2 groups of stamen is called diadelphous. Polyadelphous, having many groups, as in citrus, orange family. So citrus has many groups or many bundle of stamen called polyadelphous. A sterile stamen is called staminode. So staminode is a sterile stamen. If stamen are attached to the petal, it is called epipetalous. Sometimes stamen are attached to the petal, as in the datura flower. It is called epipetalous. If they are attached to the perianth, perianth means where there is no differentiation of petal and sepal. You will study in most of the monocot flower, petal and sepal differentiation is not there. So instead of calling them sepal or petal, we call perianth. So epiphyllous stamen are attached to the perianth. So this is about stamen. What is gynoecium? The female reproductive organ of a plant is called gynoecium. Single unit is called carpel or pistil. Carpel has three parts: ovary, which contain ovule or seed; style, the passage through which pollen grain travel towards the ovary; stigma, the platform which receive the pollen grain. So a pistil or carpel has three parts: ovary, style and stigma. Now, this ovary is made up of unit called carpel. If one carpel is present, ovary is called monocarpellary. If two carpel are present, ovary is called bicarpellary. If many carpel are present, ovary is called polycarpellary. So, unicarpellary, bicarpellary and polycarpellary ovary. If the carpel are free, ovary is called apocarpus, and if the carpel are fused, ovary is called syncarpus. Now, ovary has arrangement of ovule inside it. These ovule, after fertilization, converted into the seed. So, now you will study placentation. What is placentation? Arrangement of ovule within the ovary is called placentation. Arrangement of ovule inside the ovary is called placentation. The placentation are of different type. If ovule arise from the margin of the fruit, it is called marginal placentation. So, marginal placentation is seen in pea plant. Exile. In exile placentation, the ovule becomes multilocular. Locule means chamber. Here you can see this partition divide the ovary into 1, 2, 3 locule, and from the center of the ovary arise the ovule. It is seen in China rose, tomato and in lemon. Parietal. In parietal placentation, ovule develop from the inner wall of the ovary. Here ovule develop from the center. Here ovule develop from the inner wall of the ovary. So it is called parietal placentation. What is free central? Here no partition and ovule arise directly from the center. Such a type of placentation is called free central. Basal placentation is seen in some plant where ovule arise from base of the ovary. So placentation is of 5 types. Marginal, ovule developing from the margin. Axile, ovary divided into locule. Locule means chamber, and this locule develop ovule through the center. Parietal, ovule develop from the inner wall. Free central, no locule, no partition, and ovule develop through the center. Basal placentation, ovule develop from the base of the ovary. So this is about the flower and different parts of a flower. Now next time you will study about the fruit and the seed. What is important here? Learn the example of the plant. Example of free central, marginal, axile, all this. So learn example properly.